Welcome to Subramani. Couple of days or maybe in couple of days back, SEBI made a new circular which said the multi-cap funds should invest 25% in large cap, 25% in mid cap and 25% in small cap. The earlier situation was the multi-cap funds had to invest 65% in equity. That's all. Apart from that, that would classify them as a multi-cap fund. So obviously the fund manager used to take a call based on if he thought currently large caps were better, he would put more in large caps, less in mid cap and less in small cap. Right, so the fund manager had to take that call. Now, in a way to democratize and make all fund managers equal, SEBI says we need to do more of this classification thing. So the conditions are you have to invest 25% in mid cap, 25% in large cap and 25% in small cap. Is it a good move? I have my reservations. I think this whole classification itself was a bad move. Now the bad moves are being worse confounded. Now if you are a retail investor, what should you do? Well, you should switch off and just go back to bed. There's nothing for you to do. I can't even imagine people doing 5,000 rupee, 10,000 rupee SIPs, getting excited and doing this on WhatsApp. University is full of PhDs in what SEBI should have done, what SEBI can do, what you should do as a retail investor. Believe me, there is nothing that you can do as a retail investor except understand what you're doing. Don't get carried away and put money in Anugrah Jewelers and do shit like that. That is what 99% of retail investors end up doing, right? Don't keep money in a cooperative bank. You've been told this enough number of times by enough number of people. But greed will drive you there, and the best way to be driven by greed is to say, but last 3 years they've been paying interest. That's exactly what two people in Anugrah investments told me. Last 3 years they've been paying interest on time. Fantastic. It's your principal which is gone. Your interest, of course, you have got, right? Now, sorry, I digressed. Now the question is, what do you have to do as an investor? Answer is nothing, absolutely nothing. Now WhatsApp is full of theories saying how about 28,000 crores of purchases is going to happen in the small cap space, and therefore you should get up Monday morning and before you brush your teeth go and buy all the small cap that you can buy, right? Wrong, completely wrong. Based on the numbers which are available, about 28,000 crores of small cap has to be bought by these funds. Understand one thing, to increase the small cap participation or take it to 25%, there's other things they can do. They can sell large cap, they can sell mid cap, they can move more into cash right now. Also remember, all these funds are seeing some redemption. So out of this, suppose the next 4 months their redemptions are about 3,000 crores each. Totally as a fund category, 12,000 crores will go away from this category, and if that goes out of large cap and mid cap, that will take care of this 28,000 crores of purchase. If everybody goes and buys small cap, the value of small cap will go up, and that will automatically start filling up this gap of 28,900 crores. This is what can happen. I'm just I'm speculating. What can the AMC do? The AMC can do some of these things. The AMC can merge its own small cap fund into a medium and into a multi cap fund, right? So anyway, it has large cap, mid cap, and just merge a small cap into it. Can a big fund house go and buy out a scheme of a small fund house which says, okay, if somebody will give me 7% or 8%, I'm willing to sell my AUM. I think it's a great idea for a small fund house to sell it and to launch its own small cap fund again, because you can't get this kind of pricing, and you get this kind of pricing because the buyer wants to avoid the impact cost of buying 5,000-6,000 crores of small cap in the market, right? So all these possibilities exist. It's also possible that when AMFI makes a presentation to representation to SEBI and convince SEBI that this can't work, that could happen. SEBI could say, no, I am very clear that this has to happen, but it need not happen in January 2021, it can happen in January 2022. Then you've got all 15-16 months in which to do it. The other thing AMCs can do is talk to the existing small cap investments that they have and ask them what are their future plans, and ask them to come out with some kind of an FPO or a QIB and start subscribing to that. That could happen. Just don't take one circular and think therefore tomorrow morning small cap market cap is going to multiply, everybody is going to buy, and therefore you will make money. You may make money, but remember, COVID is still around. Except the mutual fund industry, I think everybody knows that the numbers are not going to be good. The numbers are definitely not going to be good for 2021. 2022 we are still guessing. Now if you buy dividend yield shares or whatever shares that you buy, and if you find that the price of the share is coming down, then it means your dividend yield is gone for a toss, right? So a lot of uncertainties in the market. During such uncertain times, I would rather have investment in a very stable company. Now when I say stable, what is the image that comes to your head? You look at a table, right? A stable is very stable. A table is very stable. Now you take, these are companies like HDFC, SBI, Larsen and Toubro. These are stable. Nothing will happen to them. They can stand any storm. But there are smaller companies who are still trying to establish themselves, like say an RBL Bank or an IDFC First Bank. These are young companies. They are stable, yes, but then they have to keep running. They cannot afford to sit idly doing nothing for 2 years. Then their interest costs will kill them, right? So these are stable like a bicycle, right? You have to keep moving, you have to keep doing something. Now the smaller companies are not as stable or as investment worthy today at this stage of the COVID problem as the bigger companies. So if I were a fund manager, would I be investing in small cap funds? Maybe no, right? But as an investor, should I be investing? Yes, of course I should be investing. I know that I will not look at it for 10 years. Now more than anything, look at yourself. Do you think you can buy on a Monday morning and on Friday make your 25% in small cap and go home? Then something is wrong with you. You need to learn your investments better, right? Thank you.